Sam Elliott has spent decades becoming one of the most recognizable figures in American cinema. With his deep, steady voice, tall frame, and famous mustache, he came to represent a modern image of the American cowboy. Yet, his story goes far beyond the roles he played. Behind the rugged screen presence is a life shaped by patience, dedication, and a quiet commitment to his craft. At 81, Elliott's career reads like a long, unfolding chapter of Hollywood history. He has witnessed changes in the film industry, the rise and fall of genres, and the arrival of new generations of actors. Through it all, he has remained consistent, bringing a grounded authenticity to every performance. His life reflects the kind of endurance that doesn't demand attention, but earns respect over time. For many audiences, Elliott represents something timeless: strength paired with humility, and fame carried with quiet grace. Early dreams and the call of acting. Long before he became widely recognized, Elliott was simply a young man with a strong interest in storytelling and performance. Growing up in the American West, he was surrounded by landscapes and communities that would later influence many of the characters he portrayed. Acting wasn't always seen as a practical path, but it was a dream that stayed with him. Like many artists, he began by learning the fundamentals, studying performance, and taking opportunities wherever they appeared. Those early experiences helped him understand the discipline behind acting, rather than just the glamour often associated with Hollywood. It was a gradual journey built on persistence. Elliott's early years shaped his appreciation for hard work and patience. Instead of chasing quick success, he focused on improving his craft step by step. That quiet determination became a defining trait of his career and helped prepare him for the long road ahead in a highly competitive industry. Finding a place in Hollywood. When Elliott first entered Hollywood, the path forward was anything but guaranteed. The film industry can be unpredictable, especially for actors trying to establish themselves. Early in his career, he appeared in small roles and television projects that required persistence more than recognition. These opportunities might not have made him famous overnight, but they allowed him to build experience and confidence. Casting directors began to notice his distinctive voice and commanding presence. Those qualities made him memorable even in brief appearances. Over time, Elliott developed a reputation as someone dependable, professional, and committed to the role at hand. Rather than viewing smaller parts as setbacks, he treated them as chances to grow. Each project became another step toward understanding the craft more deeply. This period of steady effort eventually opened doors to larger roles, proving that patience and dedication could carve a path through even the toughest creative industries. The cowboy image that defined an era, Elliott's appearance and voice naturally aligned with the spirit of Western storytelling, a genre deeply rooted in American film history. His performances often captured the quiet strength and reflective nature associated with classic cowboy characters. Movies like Tombstone helped cement his reputation as someone who could bring authenticity to that world. Audiences responded to his calm authority and understated style. Unlike exaggerated portrayals, Elliott's characters felt believable, grounded in realism rather than spectacle. This approach made him a perfect fit for stories about frontier life, loyalty, and moral choices. Over time, the cowboy image became closely connected to his identity as an actor. While some performers struggle with typecasting, Elliott embraced the opportunity to refine that role with nuance and dignity. His work helped keep the spirit of the Western alive for modern audiences, bridging classic traditions with contemporary storytelling in a way that felt natural and sincere. A performance that revealed new depth. Decades into his career, Elliott delivered one of his most memorable performances in A Star is Born, alongside Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. The role showcased a different side of his talent, emphasizing emotional subtlety and vulnerability. Critics and audiences were deeply moved by his portrayal, which earned him a nomination at the Academy Awards. For many viewers, the performance felt like a culmination of everything he had learned over the years. It proved that his abilities extended far beyond the rugged characters he was known for. Elliott's quiet delivery and expressive presence created moments that resonated long after the film ended. The recognition he received was not simply for a single performance, but for a lifetime of dedication to storytelling. It reminded audiences that experience and patience can produce some of the most powerful moments in cinema. Life beyond the spotlight. While Elliott's career has been widely admired, he has also maintained a reputation for valuing privacy and balance in his personal life. Hollywood can be overwhelming, but he has often approached fame with humility. Away from film sets and premieres, he prefers a quieter lifestyle centered on family and meaningful relationships. This grounded approach has helped him navigate decades in an industry that often moves quickly and unpredictably. His long marriage to fellow actress Catherine Ross has been one of the more enduring partnerships in entertainment. Together, they have built a life that prioritizes stability and mutual respect. For Elliott, success has never been measured only by awards or box office numbers. Instead, he has focused on maintaining authenticity both on and off screen. That perspective has allowed him to remain connected to the values that shaped him long before Hollywood became part of his story. Witnessing a changing film industry. Over the course of Elliott's career, Hollywood has transformed in countless ways. Genres that once dominated theaters have evolved or faded, while new storytelling styles have emerged. Westerns, the genre most closely linked to Elliott's image, are far less common than they once were. For someone whose work helped carry that tradition forward, watching the industry shift has likely been both reflective and fascinating. Yet Elliott has never been stuck in the past. Instead, he has adapted to modern projects while honouring the legacy of classic filmmaking. His continued presence reminds audiences of a storytelling era built on character, atmosphere, and quiet intensity. Even as technology and audience preferences change, the core elements of great acting remain the same. Elliott's ability to stay relevant while maintaining his distinctive style demonstrates the value of experience and authenticity in an ever-evolving creative landscape. The strength of quiet resilience. One of the most remarkable qualities about Elliott is the way he carries himself. His public persona reflects calm confidence rather than dramatic self-promotion. Throughout his career, he has approached challenges with patience and resilience. In an industry that often rewards loud personalities, Elliott represents a different kind of strength, one rooted in consistency and humility. He rarely speaks about difficulties or personal struggles, choosing instead to let his work communicate who he is. That approach has earned admiration from colleagues and audiences alike. It suggests that real endurance often exists in subtle forms, showing up for the work, respecting the craft, and continuing forward even when recognition arrives slowly. Elliott's journey reminds us that resilience does not always appear as dramatic triumphs. Sometimes it is simply the ability to keep moving forward with integrity, trusting that dedication and authenticity will eventually speak for themselves. A legacy that continues to inspire. Today, Elliott stands as more than just a familiar face in film. He represents a connection between different generations of Hollywood storytelling. Younger actors often look to his career as an example of how longevity can be built through discipline and authenticity. Rather than reinventing himself dramatically, Elliott refined his strengths and allowed them to mature over time. His voice, presence, and understated performances have become part of cinematic history. Yet he continues to approach acting with the same seriousness he did at the beginning of his journey. That commitment keeps his legacy alive not only through past films, but through ongoing work. For audiences, Elliott's career is a reminder that greatness does not always arrive quickly. Sometimes it grows steadily, shaped by decades of experience, patience, and passion for storytelling. The human story behind the icon. Despite the larger-than-life characters he has portrayed, Elliott's story ultimately reflects something very human. His journey is about dedication to a craft, respect for tradition, and the quiet pursuit of excellence. Fame may have brought him recognition around the world, but the heart of his career lies in the sincerity he brings to every role. Whether portraying a cowboy, mentor, or thoughtful observer of life, Elliott's performances carry a sense of authenticity that audiences trust. At this stage in his life, he stands as both an icon and a reminder of the enduring power of character-driven storytelling. His voice, instantly recognizable and deeply reassuring, has narrated countless cinematic moments. Yet the true legacy of Sam Elliott is not just the sound of that voice, but the integrity and dedication that shaped the remarkable journey behind it.